everyone, welcome back to The Silver Lining here on YouTube, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Sarah and today is Tidy Tuesday. Hopefully you can hear me okay because right now there is a sort of a box fan going in the background because we had flooding over the weekend, and I'm just trying to get through some of my normal everyday tasks as well as straighten up the basement because it is starting to dry out now. So let's get started. So just for reference, usually there's a rug at the bottom of the stairs here, and last night it was raining so hard, so fast. My husband had actually come down probably 10 minutes before me to check the basement because we usually do get water in the basement if it rains really hard and fast. He had told me there was no water. I stepped down onto the rug that was here and it squished like I just jumped into a puddle of water. It was wet all along the floor here, which usually this is where my Roomba is, and this is where my quilt rack is, my quilt ladder. So those bottom quilts got wet. It was wet all along the edge of the basement here, and the best I can figure is that there's a swale in the yard here, and when it rains super duper hard, it can't keep up. The yard can't keep up, and so it just starts seeping into the house. So the rug was a little bit wet. We actually had it folded up here. You can see it's not really wet anymore, and then we had it folded up on the corner here. It had come all the way out. It was under the chair that's usually there. So we've got the big fan going. It had actually come in through here, and there was a tiny stream going all along the front of the fireplace even. I thought we were gonna have to take the whole rug out. We didn't have to do that, but we do need to let it dry out a little bit here so that we can put it back down tonight and it'll be all dried up. The other thing is that we actually had water that must have come in through the door down here, and I usually have this rug sort of long ways there, and it was puddled right along there. It had gotten on the rug a little bit, which is why it's all bunched up. I need to wash it, but a little bit of water had come in right here too. It really just was such a mess, and luckily it was short-lived. It rained for about 25 minutes, and someone ended up telling my husband that it was probably about 2.5 inches in that amount of time. So he said, you know, anybody that is going to have water issues is going to have water issues during a storm of that size. So I'm in the laundry room now. Here's the state of things. I had started our laundry before, and I always hang up the jeans, at least for most part, so that they don't take as long to dry. We have so many towels. I've already done a load of towels because we just soaked everything up. The quilts, some of the quilts are sitting here. You saw a quilt on the ground here. There's a rug out in the living room still. So I've got quite a job on my hands. So we are probably looking at more of a mighty tidy this week, but we're gonna get it done, make some progress, and make it better than it is right now. So thanks for being here. I am coming at you this week with laundry motivation, and I think this is my first official mighty tidy. I usually try to stick with something a little bit smaller, but because the laundry became so overwhelming because of all the extra stuff that I had to wash, this has become a mighty tidy. Plus, I want to get the basement cleaned up, and I'm going to share that with you in this video. If you've been around for a bit, then you know Tiny Tidy Tuesday is hosted by my sweet friend Sunday Dawn. Her channel is The Helpful Home, which will be linked in my description box. The other thing that you can look for in my description box is a link to this week's playlist. Sunday Dawn organizes a group of us each week, and we all come at you with some of our best tiny tidying motivation for the week. So be sure and check out that playlist when you get a chance. If you haven't been around for a while, then welcome to my channel. where I share lots of tidy motivation, lots of ideas for cleaner, simpler living. I would love it if you would consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button down below, and if you hit the bell notification, you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. Currently, I have been pretty consistent with my Tiny Tidy Tuesdays, and I am working on lots of new content coming up, lots of ideas going on, but for now, one video a week is all I can manage as we transition from the end of the school year into summer break. And can I get an amen, hallelujah? Cannot wait for summer break to be here. One thing that you will definitely get lots of motivation on from this video is towel folding. And I know there is some controversy about how to fold towels properly, so let me know in the comments if you're a try folder like I am, or if you are a bi folder, or if you're a roller. But I actually learned how to fold towels properly when I was younger. My mom had to sit down with a laundry basket full of towels and tell me, this is how you do it. And she said that's how her mom taught her. So it's generational. Towel folding runs deep in my family. So you'll have to let me know down in the comments how you fold your towels. Also, I just wanted to add that it was all hands on deck at my house as far as towels go. I'm pretty sure that I washed, dried, and folded every single towel in the house except for one beach towel and 3 bath towels. Because if you have been here for a while, you know that I did the 40 bags in 40 days challenge during Lent this year, and I got rid of quite a few and sort of moved around the ones that I had so that I have towels for each bathroom, and pared down a lot of our beach towels and brought them to my parents because they have a pool and we do not. So I didn't have that many towels, or I shouldn't say I didn't have very many. I should say I didn't have nearly the number of towels that I had before. So normally my husband would run and grab the bath towels, and he had to grab a whole bunch of the beach towels too because I pared down so many of them. I hope you guys are enjoying your time here on my channel. If you are, I hope that you subscribe. I'd love to have you in my growing YouTube community here. On my channel, you'll find more tiny tidying motivation, as well as other decluttering, cleaning, just simpler, easier living inspiration. If this sounds like something you're interested in, then be sure, like I said, to subscribe, and also give me a thumbs up on this video before you leave. It helps out my channel a lot. These little shorts actually went through the wash already, but they are the ones that my daughter wore on field day, and so there's kind of a stain on the butt. It's just dirty. And so I use my Fells Naphtha bar, but I also sprayed them with a stain remover, and it's not actually not a clothing stain remover. It is an upholstery or carpet stain remover. So I read recently or found out somehow that carpet and upholstery stain removers works better on clothing, and clothing stain removers works better on carpet and upholstery. Isn't that interesting? So I just did a little switcheroo in my house and put the one in the laundry room and the other in the cleaning cabinet. And so far, that's sort of the avenue that I take when I come across stains. Let me know any helpful tips that you have on stain removing. So far, the Fells Naphtha bar is my favorite, but when I came across this tip or trick about switching the two stain remover types, then I thought I would give that a whirl too. On this day, I actually had to run to the store. I grabbed some more white vinegar, which is what I've been using in my laundry. I actually use it for the whole load. I just use it in place of a detergent on the less soiled loads. If I have one that's a little bit dirtier or grimier, then I will use a little bit of detergent. But currently I am waiting for my powder detergent that I get from Norwex. This is not sponsored in any way, but it would be great if a Norwex consultant wanted to send me a free bag of detergent. We have so many chemicals and dyes and fillers in our detergents, and this particular one has none of the fillers, and it literally takes about a half a tablespoon to do an entire load of laundry. And it really helps to break down the grime, and it gets things really clean. So I have switched to that. It's a little bit more expensive, so I have used other detergents, but I try to stick with ones that are dye-free. That gets me through in between. But I was talking with my friend Natasha. She is my real life friend, but she does have a YouTube channel, and it is Around My Home. She also uses vinegar with her laundry. She uses it in place of any fabric softeners, and she just uses like a dye-free, color-free, all the freeze type of detergent as well, because a lot of times even fragrances are a chemical filler. So if you are having issues with your laundry or any type of reaction or anything, laundry is a good place to start looking at making changes, because the things that we put on our skin makes such a difference overall. Man, moving furniture in fast motion sure makes it look like it was a breeze. I just had to laugh as I was watching this back, like, dang, I look like I'm just not even struggling at all. Anyway, it does feel good to get the room put back together. And yes, those are still Easter baskets that need to find their way back to Easter Island so that the Easter Bunny can potentially refill them for next year. Don't judge me. I just haven't found the address for Easter Island yet. But like I said, getting everything put back together feels good, and progress is progress no matter what. It feels nice to have the basement clean, even though it was a forced cleaning effort because of all the water. But there was no damage, so all is well that ends well, I guess. Thanks again so much for being here today, guys. You know, I appreciate it so much. One thing I want to mention that I always forget is that the Tiny Tidy Tuesday playlist is an open collaboration organized by Sunday Dawn, like I had mentioned before. But what that means is if you are watching and you have a YouTube channel and you're thinking, hey, I could tiny tidy something and make a video, join us. An open collaboration means anyone can join in. Just get a hold of Sunday Dawn or any of the other ladies in the playlist if you're friends with them. It's easiest usually to message us over on Instagram or just leave a comment below any one of our videos and we will get you added to the Tiny Tidy playlist as well. It's not something that you have to do every single week. You can hop in and out whenever it works for you. It's a pretty low stress playlist and we would love for you to be a part of it. Anyways, thank you guys again and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.